I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite essentials perk in Stellaris. Yes.
Pretty much, yeah.
We have a question here that is basically boils down to, will we see more civics change other than aristocratic elite? I think so, yes.
Yeah, there's a bunch of civic changing.
There's a bunch of things coming that we can't talk about.
Indeed.
But...
well, we can, we just won't.
Yeah, that's true. We are physically possible, but I am also physically possible. It's also physically possible for me to get fired.
Indeed. Why are we not doing so good on consumer goods at the moment?
Well, you're missing 3 a month.
Yes.
Sell some food.
And the internal market is kind of a pain at the moment.
Yeah.
We don't have access to the Galactic Market yet, so we only have this, and the prices are really
I think
good.
Last time we played, the prices were a lot cheaper.
Yes.
So that is a change, as you see.
I don't think the price will be quite that punitive on the internal market, but they won't be very good.
No, I mean, unless you absolutely have to, like you have to with consumer goods.
Yes.
I would not start trading on the internal market.
I guess I can replace one building with the manufacturer. Let's see. I'm 2 pops away. 3 pops away here. I'm 2 pops away here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to replace a building to get some more consumer goods.
Damn.
That is a shame. I'll replace one of the alloy foundries. There we go. It's actually, I want the upgrade tax. Like, we have a lot of rare resources that we could get, so we could solve a lot of these problems if we got the building upgrade tax.
Yeah. Then you...
but it's still early game.
Then you need a lot of strategic resources.
Yeah, but we have a ton of those in our space. It's like,
are we gathering them though?
not yet, but we will be able to.
Exactly.
I mean, look at all these crystals.
God, I really hope Restream implements the highlight so I can see difference between people talking in between each other. And
didn't we used to have that?
We're using a different chat client because we're streaming on both Twitch and Mixer now.
Okay.
And so I want the same chat or both chats in the same feed. The problem is
no highlights. I get
there are no perfect clients for that yet. But I have submitted the feature request.
Makes sense. Whoa. Oh, that's the life tree protectors. Apparently they are going for the ride.
Oh.
It seems life tree protectors are tired of protecting the life tree.
Yes, that's perfect.
We can go get the life tree, I guess, but
that's not supposed to happen.
No, that's really not supposed to happen. They're just taking off.
They're like, screw this. I'm going on vacation.
I quit. Yeah, okay then.
Cassie John, I hate you. Come by and smack you.
What did he ask you to do?
He's memeing in the worst possible way.
Cassie Joan memeing.
That
could never happen.
No, that's a bougie concept, if any.
Come on, civilian industries. I'll be done in time, but yeah, this is... I usually keep slightly better tabs on consumer goods than this, but... oh. There is a lot more of things that you need to care about with the new update, like...
yeah, I would sell some food, like, now.
No, it's about to finish. We're gonna be fine.
Okay.
Maybe.
You are so close. You have... okay. We'll finish within the month. Yes.
And there are... yeah, there's artisans working, so... as soon as this updates...
Hey!
Perfect! Just as planned.
Yeah. Absolutely. Oh.
It's like one of those scenes where there's a bomb like ticking down.
Yeah, absolutely.
You always disarm it on the last second.
Yeah, no, why wouldn't you?
Creates dramatic tension.
Yeah, and makes you look cool. It's not badass to disarm a bomb with 4 minutes left.
No, who would ever do that?
No, final second. We actually had someone ask what happens if you run out of consumer goods.
So what happens if you run out of consumer goods is you will get a pretty bad modifier. And this is not implemented yet, but the plan is also if you run out of things that like certain jobs require, those buildings may start collapsing. Like if you run out of minerals, then alloy foundries may start shutting down because of lack of minerals. So in general, you never want to run out of resources, and that's how it's supposed to be.
Effectively, they get dilapidated from inactivity.
Yeah.
There you go.
More amenities. We need more lots of things. Yeah, I'm actually gonna build another city district here. We need more amenities here as well.
You get fired. That's what happens when you run out of consumer goods. Can we get Stellaris?
Yes, we should definitely get Judgment Corps. That's super useful right now.
Yes.
Also, I should also mention that because it was requested, I have written a swap for this for like egalitarian and xenophile and so on empires that, or rather non-authoritarian, non-xenophobe empires that is like less Judge Dredd.
Okay. Nice.
Just because some people didn't like the idea of having Judge Dredd in their egalitarian utopia, which I can understand.
So I've seen a question float by a couple times. Can we get voiceovers from insert favorite influencer here?
No.
And yeah, that's the answer. No. But you could make a mod.
You could make a mod.
I'm pretty. There is a dwarf mod that someone made. They recorded their own voice lines, and it's like Tolkien dwarf.
Yes.
Not Warhammer dwarf.
There's also a Canadian voice pack.
Oh
which is
yeah,
great.
that one is so good. Oh, there are really good voice packs on the Steam version.
None of them can compare to the EU4 Norwegian mod though.
Oh yeah, the EU4 Norwegian mod is good, but that not even that can even that pales in comparison to Dash Buy-in.
This is true. Dash Buy-in is just too strong.
So when I started that game at home that I've been talking about, I was like, which advices should I choose? Like, Technocrat, good. Load into the game, first notification I get, and it's like...
Oh. What do you think? I think we're not interested. Like, you guys don't want to see this, right? No, you don't.
No, we don't care. The first notification I get is like, ny krajta I loggen. It's like, I forgot to Dash Buy-in.
Nice. Excellent.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that chat is extremely happy about my decision to click away on that.
What was that? Oh.
It was nothing.
What?
Or it was something, but you guys didn't want to see it.
No,
Don't blame
exactly.
me.
Swift rage. Lil. Oh. Yeah, if you're an influencer, you could record your own mod.
Yep.
You know what we should do?
What should we do?
I just had an idea when I said that. I should ask one of the content designers, probably Mar, for like just a list of like these are all the things that we can then publish to assist with people making their own voice mods.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea at all.
Because then you can be like, all right, I have everything here.
Yeah, that makes sense actually. Yeah. I mean, it's not hard to make a new voice, so
no,
it's actually quite easy.
I just want A-Spec to make one.
Yeah, that would be good.
Maybe I should make one. No one would want to hear that. Could I throw criminals into reactors if I'm a fanatic authoritarian?
No.
But
you can have a penal colony. In case you didn't read today's dev diary, one of the things is that there's two new technologies.
Yep.
One that allows you to make a planet into a penal colony, and one that allows you to make a planet in a resort world.
Yep.
And the way penal colony work is that it has increased immigration, massively increased crime, but it reduces crime everywhere else. Because, people are sending criminals there.
Yeah.
And it's sort of a, yeah, it's Space Australia. And the resort world actually only possible, oh, yes, of course, give it to our leader.
Yeah.
And the resort world you can only do if you actually have built nothing on the planet.
Okay.
You can't have built any districts, you can't have built any buildings, and it actually prevents you from ever building any districts and most buildings.
Okay.
And then it turns the planet into like perfect habitability, because, you know, it's like climate controlled and whatnot.
Yeah.
And you get a special capital, and it increases amenities across your empire. So it's like, yeah, it's a resort/tourist world.
Yeah, so it's Space Florida.
Well, I would assume less alligators.
Yeah, okay. Space Canary Isles?
Yeah.
Space Mallorca?
Space bits.
Space Mallis?
Yeah, Space Mallis.
Space Mallis.
Space Mallis.
There we go. Can we call it that?
Yes. You can make a resort world and call it Space Mallis,
Yeah.
I promise.
Could you turn a penal colony or result colony into a normal colony? Can you turn it back?
Yeah, you can turn it back. You can turn it back.
There you go.
Costs a bunch of influence, but it's something you can do. Right, we have robot assembly plants now. Should get one of those up. It hurts me to ignore so many special projects, but we just don't have the time.
We don't have the time. We only have 55 more minutes. Well, 50. No, sorry. Yeah, about slightly less than 50. Me and Nurgle, who's in the booth, was talking about this earlier before the stream. Was like, this clock runs late, so people always like, no, we have 2 more minutes, and then it's like, yeah, but you should have been at. 1, it's late by 2 minutes. 2, you should be out 5 minutes ahead anyway.
Have you considered fixing it?
No.
This seems very difficult.
No.
It seems like in
but it's supposed to
a very small amount of the time you could have spent talking about it, you could just have fixed it.
But I'm not allowed to change the time because it sets automatically.
Well, you could just turn it off.
I don't know why.
Maybe it thinks that this place is its own time zone. Ooh, we actually can get the upgraded research complex now.
So I blame IT.
Well, you should.
Yeah.
Most things are their fault.
Most things are their No, I can't say that. As a former IT worker,
most things were your fault.
I refuse to say that. IT are great people.
Yes, but most things are their fault.
Knut Wallason asks, will Blondie fix the clock? No, I can't. I am much upset.
I think you guys in chat need to start a Blondie fix the clock movement.
Look, if we can get 5,000 people tweeting hashtag Blondie fix the clock,
then you won't fix the clock.
No, but I'll do it for 10. Sorry, no, wait. If we can get 256 people, specifically 256 people, if it's below, I won't fix it. If it's over, I won't fix it.
Seems fine.
On Twitter, not in chat. You dumb.
I miss the time when I had minerals.
But you're making 43 minerals a month.
Yeah, but we had like 6,000 minerals.
Well, I mean, that's...
And then I used them.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I missed the time when I had minerals.
Yeah, you're also not making a lot of energy.
Okay, so now I actually built... I want to show how this works. We built a robot assembly plant.
Ooh.
So this is how you get robots. And what it does is that it will get a guy who is a roboticist. And he contributes assembly points. And the assembly points go into building like the next robot. And you can actually click to choose which kind of robot you want to build next, or it will automatically try to distribute between different robot models. And it can build from any model that you have designed a template for. If you have robot modding, you don't have to have that kind of robot already.
Okay.
And yes, chat, a robot can be a roboticist when you have droids. Robots can't build robots, but droids can build droids.
So is the I forgot the name of the building already. The
robot assembly plant.
The robot assembly plant, is that locked behind tech?
Yeah, unless you're a mechanist, of course, in which case you start with it.
All right.
But it's locked behind the robot stack.
Did you mean materialist?
No, mechanist. It's a special civic.
Oh, it's a civic.
Yeah, it's a civic that makes you. It requires materialist.
God, there are so many things in this
Yes,
game.
it requires materialist and it makes you start with robots.
Okay, there you go. Thank you. Droids making droids. How perverse.
I'm shocked.
I'm outraged, really. Ah.
Oh well.
I would pay for this game again. So good. I mean, it's nice to hear that. Maybe you should buy some DLC.
Could buy the game again.
Yeah, you could. Buy it for a friend.
Or, you know, play 2 copies at once.
Multitask.
I'm not, yes, play 2 campaigns, play multiplayer with yourself.
Yeah. Just 2 keyboards, 2 mice, or you use something like Synergy, where you can use the same.
Get a friend and play on the same keyboard.
We've done that with City Skylines. Have you?
Yeah, I remember hearing about that. I was exceptionally unsurprised.
It was really good though. We have a best of compilation that's unlisted on YouTube. It was really funny. I liked it. And if you don't know what we're talking about, when we released City Skylines on Switch, we had one person sitting here with the left Joy-Con, and we had one person sitting here with the right Joy-Con, and they were only allowed to, use half a controller each, and then they tried to build a city. And only Sandra and Anders, or Knorr, were smart enough to turn on the infinite money.
I don't see any problem with this.
No. Wiz and Blondie Wiz, next Skylines team. No, I think we're done with that gimmick. Also, how dare you?
Yeah, I mean...
Oh, I'm sorry, Chad. Joy-Con.
Joy-Con.
Joy-Con. Jesus Christ. I have an accent, okay?
Man, we have so much unemployment everywhere. Should actually have some more minerals.
Yeah. You were complaining about minerals, so get more minerals.
I was complaining about minerals.
Yeah. Now you should be complaining about energy. Maybe having 30 ships is...
Well, I mean, I should go use them actually. I built them for a reason, so I wanted to clear out some aliens.
And that's how you get fewer ships.
But I mean, I could fix things, or I could just complain about them and not fix them, and then keep complaining about them. So if you think about it, isn't it more productive to keep complaining?
This is getting dangerously close to politics. So, let's see. Stellaris on Switch, no. Stellaris Console Edition is coming to PS4 and Xbox One. If there is enough of a support for a Switch version, we may consider it. But there is no plan for a Stellaris Switch version currently. Oh, speak of the devil. Is there any chance of adding a mothball mechanic to fleets?
As in like disabling them to... No, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
No, it's not something we've actually thought of, but...
Reduce upkeep and then sort of have them...
and then they would have to be like damaged on... Actually, yeah, if we implemented it, it would probably be exactly like in EU4.
Yeah.
Speaking of stealing features.
Oh, God. I mean, it's probably the best version of that.
And I designed that mechanic, so I would only be stealing for myself.
There you go, it's perfect.
But yeah, no, that's not a bad idea, actually. No promise on when or if it'll even happen, but it's not a bad idea.
I would quite like that. As someone who mothballs fleets a lot in EU4.
I mean, you do get reduced maintenance for being docked.
Yeah.
But it's not the same thing.
We have 3 people who have tweeted hashtag Blondie fix the clock.
That's not enough people. We need more tweets here.
Yeah.
Otherwise he will never fix the clock.
For Blorg's sake. I like that one.
Okay, we're starting to have a bit more trouble with piracy here. Let's see. Okay, they're taking a tiny amount of trade value here. We really should raise the amount that's stolen. Right, amount required before it can spawn fleets.
So will they move into your other systems and wreck your star bases?
I don't think so. I think they just go around and wreck this system out. Oh, they're all supposed to be stronger. In general, they're too common and they trigger too easily. In the version we're playing right now, the idea is that they should be something that's rarer but more serious, so it should be a bit more of a difficult effort to clean them out of the system once they're there.
Yeah.
But it should also really only happen when they get to steal a lot of things, not when they're taking like 0.3 trade value.
Yeah. But while they're not spawning, or while they're not spawned, they can still, they will be stealing trade. So it's not the spawning of the fleet that starts the trade stealing, correct?
Yes.
Good.
That is correct. The trade stealing happens anyway. Like the idea is that's the regular piracy.
Yeah.
When there's a fleet, it's because the piracy has grown so strong, they feel confident that they can sort of take control of the system. That's supposed to be an exceptional event, not everyday piracy.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
And yes, I was hoping to get a chance to show off commercial pacts, but it turns out there's nobody I can currently sign a commercial pact with.
Oh, I thought that was going to be a teaser. Someone pointed it out, and I was like, teasers.
Yeah, well, it's not so much. It's something I talked a little bit about earlier that I wanted to do.
Yeah.
But, okay, so commercial pact, I can at least show how it would work. So, a commercial pact is essentially an agreement between two empires, and it gives you income equal to 10% of their collected trade value.
Okay.
Or rather, it's hard to explain, but essentially because your collected trade value turns into resource at the end. Right now it's just energy, but it can be other things. You get to essentially benefit from 10% of their collected trade value, and they get the benefit from 10% of yours on top of what you already have. Okay. So it's good to sign commercial agreements with people that are making a lot of like trade value. Yeah. And obviously AI acceptance will also be based on things like if you have a huge trade network, they will be more likely to want to sign a commercial pact with you. It's not a non-aggression pact. Yeah. It can be broken at any time without a truce. The AI is more likely to accept it if you already have good relations, but it's not something that requires that you are the best of friends. You can still just be like commercially mutually beneficial.
All right. And it only costs you influence.
Yes. Actually, we have also made non-aggression pacts cost a little bit of influence, so that you don't just sign non-aggression pacts with everyone.
Great.
And yes, non-commercial pacts do slightly raise trust over time. So if you're trading for a long time, you will like each other. I think it's a trap.
It's the ransomers. Still never been able to get a good outcome on that.
Maybe they're just not very good at rescuing people. I'll remember this rather. Just if I ever need rescuing from a ransom situation, I will not call you.
Don't call me.
Honestly, that whole thing should probably be a bit rarer.
I mean, I only get it once per game.
Yeah, no, but that's what I mean. I don't think it's the sort of thing that should fire every single game.
Well, on Apache, all worlds are changing for 2.2, but yes, Gaia worlds are still perfect habitability. They are big planets, lots of potential districts.
They're not always big planets.
Oh no, that's true.
They're just habitable. They tend to have more rare resources, and they have perfect habitability, and tend to have more like large resource deposits. They just tend to be good. They're goodly.
El Richo 88 asks, when will we see a Stellaris Dev MP? And the answer is at some point. Because we have said...
Maybe.
No, we have said that we will do it.
We will do it in, let's see, 2038.
Yeah, sure. I mean, freaking D-Note keeps like tweeting about Stellaris Dev Clash. I'm like, dude, come on. He doesn't have that many followers, but he tweets about it.
And he's probably gonna have some more now since
Yeah.
you just said that he tweets secret things.
Shh. It was intentional. Oh wait, the mic is on that side.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good with our economy now. I would say research is the main one, but
Yeah.
we do have research complex on the way, which means we need crystals.
Yeah.
Which means we need tech for crystals.
Which means we need research.
Yep.
Which means we
Whoa.
circular. Oh,
That is-
hello. That is a mineral.
Hold
well.
on, that's a 12-size planet with 13 mining opportunities. Okay.
Okay.
That's interesting.
So it literally has more opportunities than
I have
you can
actually
place.
never seen that before. But yeah, okay, that's
I mean,
a mining world.
With Master of Nature, you could
Yep.
potentially increase that to be
Oh, yeah.
big enough.
Absolutely. I think you also... don't know if that's in yet, but... Yeah. If you haven't noticed, the expansion finisher has changed.
Adopting all expansion traditions will allow all your planets to build one additional district in addition.
Yep, it's
We will-
essentially plus
nice.
1 planet size to all planets.
That is seriously good.
Yup. Especially if you want to colonize a lot of small planets, which is, you know, very much the idea of expansion.
Yeah. Oh, we have more people tweeting hashtag Blondie fix the clock. We are at 7 people. Remember, I will fix it if we get 256 people. No more, no less.
Why not less?
Because I'm being annoying, and it's an impossible goal
Yes.
for the internet to maintain that. And of course, if it ever goes away from 256,
And also, like we said, if you fix the clock, then you couldn't be complaining about the clock all the time.
exactly, which
And
is
then
more
what would you do?
productive than fixing the clock.
Yeah, because you're doing something, right? If you're complaining, you're doing something. If you fixed it, you have only fixed it, and
Yeah.
then you stop doing.
And now, then I
Something.
don't have anything to do.
And doing nothing can hardly be called productive. Therefore, continuing to complain is more productive than actually fixing something and not complaining.
It's a good paradox. Sorry.
I feel like it makes sense at least.
No, but Draxel42, see if it's more than 256, I will reset it back again.
Maybe I'll just sneak in and fix the clock. And then you just be sad that the clock is fixed.
Knorr makes a good point. Once there's the right amount of hashtags, I can just go in and do hashtag Blondie fix the clock, and then I don't have to do anything, and I can keep complaining, therefore staying productive. he's a smart cookie, that one.
Indeed.
Let's see. I do believe defensive armies were part of the planetary rework.
What are you talking about?
Dev Diaries? Defensive armies? Planetary defensive armies?
It was part of one of the recent Dev Diaries, where I was talking
Okay.
about the new like devastation and bombardment mechanics.
Oh yeah, that's one.
Like defense armies are fundamentally more or less the same. The way bombardment works is a little different. You can
Mhm.
actually sort of see it here on this unfinished interface where devastation is a value that goes between like 0 and 100%. And it's like you could think it is like the planet health bar. As it goes down, it causes penalties to the planet, and pops are more likely to be killed the lower the devastation is. There's also thresholds, like if devastation is below 25%, armies take less damage. If devastation is below, I think 50%, FTL inhibitors still work, etc., etc. So it's a bit simplified in terms of like understanding. It's more clear the effects of what your bombarding is doing.
Devastation. More stuff stolen from EU4. I'm sorry, but we've we've opened this.
We opened that
can.
box, I know.
Yeah.
Well, I blame you.
I think it was I think I was the one that brought it up, so
You're
I will take responsibility.
You're IT, so it's your fault.
No, I were IT.
Exactly. It's always your fault. Once you're IT, you
Yeah, absolutely.
can never go back.
Dwag, this is on PC. Xbox is coming. What did it say? I forget what it said in the trailer. At some point.
At some point. I think it's at Q1.
Was it Q1?
Maybe?
That soon?
Construction online.
Let's see. Channels. Paradox Center.
You can tell that the console version is not being done by the PC team by
Yeah.
how very little, how very little I actually am in the loop on it. In the sense
Yeah,
of,
Q1.
it's
You're
not
right.
that I can't get the information. It's more, it's very separate from us. And
Yeah.
they're completely separate teams. So
It's being ported by a, I believe, Australian studio. So it's
Ooh.
literally on the other side of the planet.
choices.
Okay, robo modification points, robo modding, or more district housing.
Yeah. Actually, I cannot take neither because we really need more engineering research. So, you know, it
Good.
was a difficult choice of neither.
Yeah, exactly.
So now we could actually upgrade the research complexes if we have the rare crystals, which we do if we knew how to extract them.
Yeah.
We need that tech.
Needed the tech.
Oh yeah, I was gonna kill those guys. I was distracted by the pirates.
Damn, we have some good reverse psychology here.
Mm-hmm.
Do robo modding because of the possibility of leaking new robot traits.
Construction online.
Seems fair.
Yeah, it's a good comment.
Construction online.
Oh, and if people didn't know, the people porting Stellaris console edition, same company as the ones who ported City Skylines.
Yep.
So you know they
Construction
They know what they're doing.
they know their stuff.
Construction online.
No, I'm actually gonna take Judgment Corps.
People,
We haven't had any crime events yet. I mean, it's not that high yet, in all
No.
honesty, but
you should increase it.
that seems like a good idea.
What have we been saying the entire time? What is going to happen with this save?
It's going to be perfect and pristine
Yeah,
and
sure.
lovely
Yeah,
forever.
yeah.
You're gonna keep playing it.
Am I?
No.
No, exactly.
No, you're not.
Now I'm gonna be playing my breeders.
Fair.
So people are talking about like a corporate tab, and I don't know what they're talking about.
No. We have planet summary, we have population,
I
we
know
have
armies.
armies, and we have planet summary.
Yeah, I don't know
What
you're
corporate
talking
tab?
about. Nothing there.
You guys should really stop making things up.
Yeah,
You're just confusing it.
it's honestly really rude that people are making things up like this in our stream chat. I mean, it's.
I also realized it was probably a good idea to build an anchorage, considering it was 30 out of 20.
Did you not realize?
No.
Yeah,
I am very good at stars.
almost as good as I am.
No, nobody's quite on that level.
No, look, guys in chat, there are only 3 lights.
There are only 3 tabs
Yeah.
and 5 lights.
Let's see, what are people asking for?
New technology discovered.
A lot of things. They're asking a lot of things that don't exist.
Nothing going on, but there are 4 tabs. It seems unlikely.
No, 4 lights. I don't get that reference.
Listen. No, exactly. There's 3 tabs and 5 lights.
Yeah. I do legitimately not really get that reference because I haven't seen full Next Generation.
Yeah, it's a good episode.
I asked on Twitter like weeks ago. I was like, I think I should get into Star Trek.
I think you should get into Star Trek.
Where should I start?
The animated series.
And no, but and there were a lot of people who were like, no, you should just start with Next Generation. Some were like, no, go original series. One person was like, Deep Space Nine. And one person was Saturn 3, and I was like, that's not even Star Trek.
I mean, Deep Space Nine is the best one, but I'm not sure I'd start with it.
No. And Shams was like, I legitimately have a list of what episodes you should watch from the original series, and then watch what you should watch in the rest of the order. And I was like, great, can you give me that? And he was like, yes.
Yes. Yeah, I guess you can.
And then nothing.
Yeah, some. Oh, that's sad. But yeah, you could probably, at least for now, skip over the original series. It has its moments, to put it like that. And then you can skip most of season 1 of the Next Generation. You can go back to it later once you actually see the parts that aren't questionable. I mean,
so to give context, I have seen a fair amount of both Next Generation, Voyager, and Enterprise because they used to run on TV6 and TV4 Sci-Fi.
Yeah.
And so I've seen like handfuls of sporadic episodes that have I have no context to. So like I know the stuff, I know the characters, I just don't know the story, basically. And I recently watched I think it's Star Trek 4 or 5, the one where with why does God need a starship? For the first time.
Yeah, the Final Frontier.
Yeah.
If I recall correctly.
And Jesus Christ, those costumes were terrible.
Mines.
Yeah. Perfect.
If I recall correctly, that one was specifically like they had like no budget or something for the effects.
Oh, really? It was a very confusing movie, and I was just sad that they had changed the uniforms from being like very sort of sleek original series to being very 70s.
You mean the pajama?
Yeah.
Yeah, the pajama.
It's not good.
They're very pajama. Apparently, one of the things, like, there's an episode, I assume you know that there's an episode where Captain Picard becomes a Borg.
Yeah.
It's two-parter.
I thought
and
okay.
So, in that one, they sort of wrote him out because they weren't sure he would come back.
Yeah.
So they wanted to open up for him being killed and Riker taking over. And apparently one of the things that he demanded to come back was new uniforms. Because they were so uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, they don't look comfortable.
No, they were apparently like among the worst thing you could wear.
They are well designed though. New generation, because the thing about Star Trek uniforms is that they are on two sides of a spectrum and never in between. It's either they look like something I could see, like, all right, in 200 years or 300 years, when is Star Trek set-ish?
Yeah, it's a couple hundred years.
In a couple of years, I could see that being like a future thing, very like sleek and whatever. And then there's like, this is something that was made in the past.
Let's see, the Next Generation is 2300s and the original series is 2200s.
All right, so it's
Stellaris era.
Yeah, it's a couple of hundred years, and it's like they're just
Construction online.
But yeah.
Construction online.
Do we want to get a rant up in here and I ask you what you think about Star Trek Discovery?
All I'm saying is what you should definitely watch is the animated series.
Yeah. Oh, I have seen all of Star Trek Discovery, and I liked it.
It's not all bad.
No, and I appreciate it because I know it's not Star Trek for what Star Trek is.
Yeah,
similar to the new movies.
we shouldn't get into it.
Okay.
Like it's pretty like in a sec. My sense is like it's not bad. It's like pretty enjoyable to watch.
Yeah.
I would have some problems with it in terms of a Star Trek thing, but honestly, I think we talked enough about Star Trek.
Okay, sure. Leaving that track.
Yes.
Leaving that track.
That's very unsmoothly seg into something else.
So, everyone's talking about
Space Battleship Yamato. What do you think about Space Battleship Yamato? I haven't actually seen it, but it's apparently they literally turned the Yamato into a spaceship.
I don't know
I
what
think
you're
you're gonna have
talking
to
about.
search for Space Battleship Yamato, because otherwise you're just gonna get Hoi 4 related things.
Sure. Space Battleship Yamato. It's a manga from
It's also an anime, at least one anime, I think.
1974. Wow. Okay. That sounds awesome. I'm gonna read this.
Go for it.
Yeah. The art looks terrible.
I mean, yeah,
Well, it's... No.
yeah.
Okay.
Like I said,
It's
it's
on Blu-ray.
literally they turned the Yamato into a spaceship. It's anime, what do you expect?
They also have, like, they have fighters. Like, not spaceships, just
Of
like
course
air
you have.
fighters.
They repurposed the fighters into spaceships, I'm guessing.
What is... Oh my god.
Like I said, I haven't actually watched it, but I want to sometime out of just like curiosity.
Yeah. No, this art doesn't actually look that bad. Okay, leaving leaving that.
Alright, if trade hub's collection radius overlaps, it's only one collect above. Only one.
Thank God for a real question.
I mean, basically, trade value will be collected by whichever hub is closest.
Mm.
Or I believe the tiebreaker in case there's two, which is higher level, and things like that. So you can't collect the same trade value twice. That seems ethically questionable.
Lars Twitter is not trolling. Oh, what is someone doing? I don't know who's controlling Lars
New
Twitter
stream,
today.
Paradox watches anime.
God, now I have a...
No, new stream, Blondie watches Star Trek.
I mean, if we don't capture any of the sound, we could make it like a riff track.
No, it's just a reaction. They don't actually get to see what you're watching. It's just a camera pointed at you while you're watching it.
We could do that. We could record it here. It's perfect. It's great as well because we could legitimately do that really easily.
Yes, you can create something of extremely questionable entertainment value.
Okay.
Yeah, there are only 3 tabs.
So Lars at Lars Game. Go follow it on Twitter. Just tweet it hashtag there are only 3 tabs.
I'm very proud.
Yes.
Colony founded.
And now we are kind of boxed in. We have these guys here, we have these guys there, and we have Marauders here. Maybe I should find the Marauders.
So how do hostile fleets, aliens, enemies, for example, when you're in a war, interact with trade routes and trade value?
Okay, so we have bubbles.
Oh
You know, we can just...
no! 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 No!
No.
Adopt it. Call it Zeke.
God, no.
So back to the question: how does trade value and trade routes and everything?
Do you really think I could do that, chat? Really? Sorry.
So trade routes, trade value, and everything. How does hostile fleets interact with that, or do they at all?
I believe they should cut the route, but I'm not I would have to actually look into exactly how that works.
There's a mod.
Of course there's a mod.
There's a mod for Space Battleship Yamato.
We should play with it next time.
Yeah. I don't know if we can.
No, probably not.
Oh, it would be so great though.
Well, we're apparently rivals with the elves now.
Oh, no.
Research project concluded.
However, will we survive for another less than 18 minutes?
Seems difficult.
Yeah.
Let's see if Bubbles has time to grow up.
Can you make
now
the...
we have some robots.
Okay.
So robots are like so the way it works is, I'm actually gonna bring up the tech now. Previously, you would have like different levels of robots would be different like species. This doesn't work like that anymore because it was kind of a mess. So the way it works now is that your level of robotech basically determines what jobs your robots can work, what they're capable of. Like when you have basic robots, they can only mine and farm. They're too dumb to do anything else. And droids can do all the like worker jobs, and they can do a couple of specialist jobs. They can be entertainers, for example. We can have robot dancers. They're fine. And the synths can do all the jobs, except if you don't give them citizen rights, they can't be rulers.
Okay.
So you can't, you know, have enslaved robots also ruling over you, because that doesn't make any sense.
No. That is true.
They also generally use a lot less housing. Each robot only uses, let's see, 0.5 housing compared to the 1 of a pop. They use less amenities, they use kind of less of everything. And they will continue to do that even if they're like enslaved synths, but if you give them citizen rights, they're gonna want the same living standards as everyone else. Which
Dumb
is...
robots.
Hopefully you will have prepared your economy for that, because it's not a trivial thing to give rights to robots anymore.
No. Can droid entertainers be actors? To beep or
No,
not,
not
to beep?
Yes, of course. To beep or to boop.
Construction online.
Boo, no citizen rights for toasters. I see we have a spiritualist in the chat.
Yep.
People have some weird interpretations of what robot dancers mean.
Yeah, it's just
I'm thinking
it's just
ballet.
robots that dance.
Ballet, salsa.
Yeah. Ice skaters.
You guys are disgusting.
Yeah, Jesus. Like,
will admirals level up while patrolling a trade route?
oh wow, more than... And even more! Hold on. Okay, let's see. You guys are Democratic Crusaders. You guys are Democratic Crusaders. And you guys... Well, it's... Apparently it's Base America everywhere.
Okay, great.
And it's Cthulhu Marauders.
Yeah. Cthulhu?
Cthulhu.
No. Cthulhu?
Yeah, oh yeah, I like that.
No, sorry.
Lathulu. I don't know.
Whatever. Deus Volt.
Oh, okay. Chat, we have an important job to do.
These are all terrible.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
No, they're all terrible.
What should we name it?
They're all terrible. Bubbles, Fluffy, Bubbles, Kevin, Bubbles, Nova, Bubbles, Zeke, Bubbles, Nova, Bubbles, Fluffy, A-Spec, Bubbles, I think it's Bubbles. Blondie. I like the guy that said Blondie.
I do think we should think of something better.
Yeah.
Let's think a little bit.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, you can have some food. Oh, part of the Galactic Market.
There you go.
Sweet, and then I will have time to get into that, but first. I still don't like any of these.
I like the last one.
Yeah, you're right.
These are all
The last one is good. No. I still want something better.
You're terrible.
There we go. It's something better.
Oh. Yeah, you all got debated. All right, Galactic Market, go. We don't have that much more time.
All right, Galactic Market. So, because we have now contact with enough of the galaxy, we have the Galactic Market, and the way it works is, once you have the Galactic Market, you can nominate one of your planets for the market hub.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna nominate Hyperion, and this costs 1000 energy, 150 influence, and you will get essentially. This is how good our competitiveness is, and the higher competitiveness, the higher chance that you get it. Ultimately, it's random, but you can increase your chances. So, if you just nominate, you don't have a particularly good chance to get it, but you can boost your nomination by, for instance, and in this case, I'm actually going to cheat a little bit. Cheater. Oh, influence, yeah. So you can see I boost my bid, and now I have more like, I'm not sure this is working correctly, but the point being, you can keep sort of spending to boost your chance of being the market founder and increase, the chance that you will get selected, in which case you will get the market capital and whatnot. We'll see if we can actually get that. We'll keep boosting our nomination bit.
This might not be working as intended.
I don't think it's quite working as intended. No, I don't think it should keep popping modifiers there. And it still says we have a weak competitive rating, which is odd. Whatever. Hot code.
So what happens if we were to win this?
If we were to win this, then we will get the special Galactic Market trading station in our capital, and as long as we control that, we will get a lower market fee and more trade value.
Ooh.
And from then on, whether or not people have access to the Galactic Market is based on whether they have communications with us. So from then on, people have to find us to be able to use the Galactic Market.
Interesting.
So of course, the market is not active yet because it's being founded. But we'll see if we can get that to happen.
They close the borders immediately. Are they
Everyone likes us.
democratic crusaders?
No, they were capitalists.
Ah.
Okay, and now we can actually get some crystals going. You will go there.
Yay. Crystals.
Those are great.
They are.
Technology discovered.
But yeah, we are running out of time, so I'm gonna stop actually playing seriously and just mostly focus on seeing what else we can show.
So how will ascended synths populate new worlds without a building slot for a factory?
They can still colonize.
Yeah.
So, let's see. That's actually a fairly good point. Yes,
Yeah.
Fallen. Wait. No, you're right. You just life city, not the Fallen Empire. Yeah, I actually don't think that's possible right now, that you can colonize with them, but you would have to resettle pops there to build a factory, so we would have to do something about that. Machine empires have it solved, in that their capital gives a replicator jobs, but well, that will have to be fixed.
Yep. There you go.
Good old something
Guri
better.
comes in and just says, I didn't think of that face.
Yeah. No, I totally thought of it. I was just pretending.
Yeah. I guess they order a baby robot and then replicate themselves.
Yeah.
So after the Galactic Market has spawned in somewhere, if I say that it spawns outside of my borders,
Yep.
but it's pretty close, and I conquer,
then you will get the benefits of having the market. And if the market is taken over by someone who couldn't have a market, like say Purifiers, it will be destroyed and moved somewhere else.
Okay.
And if you run out of empires that can support it, the Galactic Market will shut down.
There you go. They drop an IKEA on the planet and make cheap copies out of spare Allen wrenches.
Seems fair.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Let's see. Yay, they have some crystals.
So are the decisions the only way to improve your chances of getting the...
It should also be based on the... Oh, this is the base rate. No, I'm understanding it now. It's just a little unclear. So this is the base rating based on the planet and how populated it and so on. Like, our base rating isn't very good because our planet isn't quite good enough. But these are the boosts. So I think we can see our overall rating somewhere, but I don't really know where. Anyway, I'll talk to content design about making this a bit more clear, but no, I do believe it's working correctly in that if you're putting like if you're going, hey, this remote mining colony should be the market center, it's not going to be very likely to succeed.
No. Okay, there we go.
Ooh, nice is fair.
And I think with that we are out of time.
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
So I want to thank everyone for watching, and we have a little surprise for you. And I really hope we can still do this, because it's changed like 6 times in the last 4 hours or something.
Okay.
But Nurgle hit it. It's probably the best announcement in the galaxy.
Sounds likely.
So, thank you everyone for watching.
Thank you.
We'll see you next week.
Indeed.
Goodbye.